Hi, I am Michelle Redka, and I am a second grade teacher at Northwoods Elementary in the Eau Claire School District. I have been teaching for a total of 10 years, 7 years here in Eau Claire. And the whole time I've been teaching second grade in Eau Claire.
How long have you been teaching writing?
I've been teaching writing for the last 7 years. I started out teaching Spanish to elementary school kids. So since I've been here in Eau Claire, I've taught writing to second graders. We started off with a different writing curriculum, and now we've moved on to Lucy Hawkins.
Love Lucy. We were learning about her in that class. What do you enjoy most about teaching writing?
With the Lucy Culkins units of writing, we teach 3 major units. The first one we do is narrative writing, so we focus on small moments. The second one we do is informational writing, so we focused a lot on what the kids were experts on. And then the last one that we're currently working on is opinion or persuasive.
Yes.
So with this unit, we're writing a lot about their favorite books and characters, so tying reading into writing.
Okay.
But to answer your question, I think what I enjoy most is how proud the kids are of their writing, and to share their small moments or to share what they're experts on. I learn a lot about them, and I'm able to make better connections with each student.
Yeah.
And to see the progress, we give a pre-assessment and a post-assessment, so to see the progress throughout the unit is really rewarding too.
And it's probably easier for them to write when they like to write about what they want to write about, not necessarily what somebody else gives them to write about.
Yes, so one particular student did not enjoy writing, but we got to the expert unit, and then he could write about climbing, how to climb a tree, how to wrestle, all these things that he was really passionate about. And so then he didn't have any troubles thinking of ideas.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, how does seeing your students writing improve impact you?
So I'm thinking about, like I talked about earlier, when we give the pre-assessment, we haven't taught any of the skills or strategies. And then at the post-assessment, it is so cool that you could hear like a pin drop in the classroom because the kids are confident. They know what they want to write about. I'm thinking about our narrative small moment unit. The kids at the beginning just started listing off, I did this, I did that, and then did this, and then they were able to focus on one small moment, add lots of details, comparisons, and really produce something that they were proud of. So I guess the biggest impact on me is just to see how much confidence they get as writers.
Are they saving? So how do you incorporate technology into the teaching of writing?
So we just finished up our informational writing unit, and we had an insect study in science at the beginning of the year. So the kids were really excited. We had live insects in our classroom. So we decided to finish off our informational unit. One of our standards is using digital tools with the help of adults to produce writing. So we had them pick an insect, and then we have a website subscription to something called Pebble Go, which is an interactive computer website where they can go on and watch videos. They can read or have the text written to them, and it's broken down into like the headings we're teaching them, like body, habitat, life cycle, interesting facts. So they were able to go in and do their own research and learn how to take notes, and then compare that with a book that they read about the insect and put that all into their own insect research report.
What are your goals when you're teaching writing?
So each student, I think, comes to you at a different point, and so it's just kind of meeting the kids where they are and helping them move forward. So one of our literacy coaches, I'll just show the camera this, it shows all the kids' names, and then you have a chance to try to meet with each kid. It's a good way to keep track, and then it's set up to give a compliment and then write down a goal. So some kids, the goal might be just to start writing legibly and form complete sentences with a noun and a verb. Other kids are moving on to higher level things like using dialogue in their writing, or just focusing more in on that small moment instead of just listing things. So I guess this helps me keep track of all the different needs and areas of kids, and then the compliment part helps me start that conversation, so it's not me just saying, okay, this is what we need to work on, this is something you're doing well at. And then Lucy really lays out in each bend of the unit focuses to work on. So that those help us with our goals, and then obviously the standards that we're teaching too.
Yeah, that's a useful tool.
Yeah.
All right. What ways do you incorporate grammar instruction into your writing?
So that's been a challenge because Lucy lessons are usually 45 minutes to 60 minutes, which we don't always have all of those minutes in our day, and then squeezing in the grammar piece. So our district has adopted, it's called the Fundamentals of Grammar, and it's a supplementary program. I'll show you the cover here that we use during times like target time. And what it is, it's just it's pretty friendly for the kids because all the lessons start out with a picture book, and we focus on capitalization, punctuation, parts of speech, so like and sentence structure. So a lot of times second graders don't even know how to write a complete sentence, so that helps. And they're actually really engaging, and so usually we read the book together, we talk about it, we do an activity together, and then they do it independently. So the kids actually really do enjoy it, and then I do see the skills crossing over to our writers workshop.
Okay. How do you motivate students to invest in their writing and or learn how to write?
So one way that I learned from another teacher is this is our Wonderful Writers cup, and we have all the students in there with their names, and then every day after I teach the mini lesson, I draw a stick and I don't tell them who it's going to be, and I just say I'll be watching for a wonderful writer, and if the writer is working hard, engaged the whole time, then at the end we kind of do a drum roll and say, and the wonderful writer is, and then they get a chance to do author share with the microphone, which they love, and then they also get like a little happy note home to mom and dad about being the wonderful writer that day, and that seems to really work. And sometimes I'll even forget to draw a wonderful writer, and they'll remind me to do that. Another thing we do is we have the kids look at their pre-test and their post-test, and to see like how far they've come. And before they take their post-test, we show them the pre-test, like this is what you did before the unit, and some of them kind of giggle because they're like, well, I didn't really do much, or I could do so much better, and that kind of motivates them. So those are two ways that we help motivate.
Awesome, thanks.